Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is another dose of your daily vitamins. So let's get into it. Now, this story is real crazy. Okay, this man had just gotten out of jail on bail, and then he killed his own twin sister. All right. New York City man accused of gunning down twin sister in New Jersey was out on bail. And this is because he already shot someone previously back in January. Okay, so let's get into it. A violent career criminal who allegedly murdered his twin sister in New Jersey last week was cut loose on bail earlier this year after shooting a bystander in the back during a running gun battle in Manhattan. Also nefarious. Now, Jonathan D. Hagley, age 26, is locked in the Bergen County Jail's psychiatric ward after cops say he fatally shot his twin, Naomi Hagley, in his family home on Hickory Street in Teaneck on Thursday. Now, it's not clear what sparked the killing, but when police arrived at the quiet suburban home minutes from Manhattan, they found the mortally wounded Naomi with 3 gunshot wounds, and the twins' father saying that they came from Hagley's gun. And let me just put his picture up on the screen. Now, I don't know if this man is suffering from some sort of mental illness. I don't know, but I just find it interesting that he was out. There he is. Okay, that's him right there. I just find it interesting that he was out after having just shot someone in January. Okay, they didn't consider him a danger to society. I just have questions, specifically if they think he has mental health issues, because he's in a psychiatric ward at this point. And so anyway, goes on to say that cops picked up the suspected triggerman a few blocks away and found his pistol, a Glock 30S, with its serial number scratched off in the same area. But it wasn't the first time Hagley, who now faces murder, weapons, and obstruction charges for the killing, it wasn't the first time he's been in hot water with the law. About 8 months ago, Hagley allegedly shot a man in the back as he chased 2 other men during a gunfight in Harlem. So what is this, the OK Corral? Okay, the Wild Wild West. They're having whole gunfights in Harlem. Please pay attention. Some people have no regard for human life and safety. Now, the January 15th encounter started near Hagley's apartment complex on West 136th Street when the unidentified pair walked up and shot him twice before fleeing. Okay, this is what the Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Mary Rogowski said during Hagley's hearing 8 days later. Now, during the caught-on-camera clash, Hagley allegedly chased the men around the block, then squeezed off 3 rounds in the middle of a busy intersection in broad daylight, okay, with people around, all right, having no regard for other people at the end of the day. Now, one of those bullets struck a 37-year-old bystander. Okay, this is also crazy. And see, this is the problem. This is where you get into, this crime in our communities and people not wanting to snitch and say anything. It's all crazy because innocent people getting shot over foolishness. Okay, because someone else doesn't care about the life or the safety of others. Just out there to get vengeance at the end of the day. So anyway, he shot this 37-year-old bystander in the spine as he milled about near the median. Now, authorities found 3 shell casings at the scene. A gun and an extended magazine were picked up on 7th Avenue, where Hagley threaded his way between cars before sauntering into a deli, as if nothing happened. Now, the shooter, who was on parole at the time for prior convictions in the Garden State, was also clipped in the butt by one of his enemy's bullets and needed medical help for himself. He pleaded not guilty to the charges of second-degree attempted murder, assault, and other offenses at his Manhattan Supreme Court hearing on January the 23rd. Now, a judge ordered him held on a $100,000 cash bail or $300,000 bond. But Hagley somehow posted the money and was released. Now, 8 months later, his sister, his twin sister, that is, allegedly became his next victim. Hagley, who was supposed to appear in Manhattan court September the 9th, was also supposed to go before a Bergen County jury or judge on Friday, but he was medically sedated. So his attorney, David Bloom, waived the hearing. Okay, so let's just go to the footage. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance.
A woman shot and killed her brother now in custody. And good evening at 5 o'clock. I'm Sh00t Bitterinwall.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Sources telling us that surveillance video shows the brother of the victim running from the scene before cops took him into custody.
The shooting happened inside of a home on Hickory Street in Teaneck. Neighbors tell us they're in shock and waiting for more information on what happened.
Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman live at the scene with our lead story tonight. Lindsay.
Bill, Sh00t, there are still a lot of unanswered questions here, but what we do know is tragic. A young woman shot and killed in this house behind me here, and sources say it was by a family member. Her neighbors just can't believe it. A major crime scene on a quiet street. Police in Teaneck, New Jersey, combing for clues after they say a 26-year-old woman was shot and killed inside this home on Hickory Street. A horrible surprise to neighbors.
Nothing happened around here, so I never thought I was going to witness something like that. I feel sorry for the family.
According to the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, the shooting, which is being investigated as a homicide, happened around 8:25 this morning. The 26-year-old woman was brought to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. Sources say she was shot by her brother and that police are aware of video of him running away from the scene. Video from Luz Javier's surveillance camera.
10 minutes before I step out from the house to take him to school. So when I came back, I saw everything. I was like, what is going on?
Sources also say the suspect was taken into custody with the help of Bogota police. Now neighbors just await more information.
I never seen him before on the blog. I never seen anyone even come out the house.
Now the crime.
Okay, so there you see, at the end of the day, this is all so sad and really crazy, in my opinion. Now, New Jersey prosecutors are looking to hold Hagley until the end of his trial. Okay, and he's scheduled for another appearance in court next week. Now, the trigger-happy Hagley has a long history of getting into trouble. He was sentenced to 7 years in state prison back in March of 2018 after pleading guilty to aggravated assault, burglary, and weapons charges for trying to clean out an apartment in Garfield, New Jersey. And in 2016, this is what the record states. So trying to clean out an apartment. Yeah, that's what it says. After pleading guilty to aggravated assault, burglary, and weapons charges for trying to clean out an apartment in Garfield, New Jersey. So anyway, he's had brushes with the law before, clearly. Okay, they say while he was sitting in Bergen County Jail awaiting trial, Hagley allegedly slashed another inmate's face with a blade. So clearly has a propensity towards violence. Now, the lengthy sentence was part of a global plea deal that wrapped both offenses into one. Hagley fought his convictions but lost every appeal. As a result, he stayed behind bars until November of 2022 when he was released from Bayside State Prison. So, it just seems to me that they knew this man was violent. They knew this man had a propensity to violence. And quite frankly, he should have just been held in jail. But now he's in a psychiatric ward. I just wonder how the bystander who was shot in the spine, how that person's doing. I wonder if they're paralyzed. At the end of the day, very sad circumstances, but this is what goes on at the end of the day. And it's just real crazy that people are out here having whole gun battles in the streets in broad daylight. Like, these people are just hoodlums out here at this point, and they don't have any regard for human life and safety. They don't care if it's elders out there. They don't care if it's children. They do not care. All they want to do is run amok and go out here, getting revenge on their enemies and all of that. And I don't know why he killed his sister. At the end of the day, maybe he has some psychiatric issues, like I said. But if that is the case, why would they even give him a bond and let him out? He should have been in a psychiatric ward from the beginning. Hey, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, drop me a comment to let me know what you think about all this. Until next time, beloveds, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.